Okay, so we spoke about ratios and we spoke about rates and we touched a little bit on unit rates the other day. So the definition of a unit rate is the rate of 2 units expressed with one of the units being a 1. Okay, so when you're driving and we're talking about speed, we would say that on the I-10 we could go 60 miles per hour. So that's 60 miles per 1 hour. What I'm doing is I'm expressing one of the units per 1 unit. Okay? This helps us do things like find the better price of something or find an efficient way to travel, things of that nature. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this a try and then we'll work on some better buy / best buy problems. Let's say that I'm traveling 90 miles to my destination and I get there in 5 hours. What would be the unit rate here? So once again, unit rate is expressing with one of the units in 1, okay? So 1 hour. In order to get from 5 to 1, I'm just gonna go ahead and, not multiply, I'm gonna go ahead and divide by 5. In order to get here, I have to divide by 5. So 90 divided by 5 is gonna give me 18. Okay? So that means it took me 18 miles for every 1 hour for this ratio here, okay? Now, I just solved that with equivalent ratios. Let me go ahead and solve that with, another problem with cross product. So let's say I'm running 15 laps in 25 minutes. I want to figure out how many laps I could run in 1 minute, okay? Now, if I'm doing a cross product, I'm just going to go ahead and multiply 25 times x, which will give me 25x, and multiply 15 times 1, which will give me 15. So let me just go ahead and divide by 25 and divide by 25. So x is going to equal to 0.6 laps. So what is my unit rate? My unit rate is 0.6 laps per hour. Per minute. Okay, and if you're wondering about the division, I just took 15 and divided by 25. 25 can't go into 15, so I go ahead and add my 0. 25 can certainly go into 156 times. So that's how I got that 0.6. A lot of this is going to be just based off of division. Okay. So I showed an example with equivalent ratios, and I showed an example with cross product. Now, let's go back to another equivalent ratios. So 40 words in 2 minutes. Okay, I need to figure out a unit rate, so that'll be for 1 minute. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 2 and go ahead and divide by 2. So 40 divided by 2 will give me 20 words. So my unit rate is 20 words per minute. 20 words per minute. Now, let's go ahead and let's say I'm going to Walmart and I want to buy some apple juice. So I buy apple juice from brand A, which cost me $3.84 for a 16-ounce bottle. Then I have brand B. The bottle of juice costs $4.50 for 25 ounces. All right? So you might say you would prefer the $3.84 bottle of juice just based off of the price that we have here. But let's go ahead and figure out the unit rate in order to really figure out what is the price per ounce, the price per ounce. So I have $3.84 for 16 ounces. I need to figure out what is the cost for 1 ounce. Once again, I could go ahead and do equivalent expressions, or I could go ahead and do a cross product. Please use whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and just divide by 16 and divide by 16 in order to get my money over here. So $3.84 divided by 16 is going to give me 24 cents. So for brand A, I'm paying 24 cents per ounce, per 1 ounce. Next over here, I have $4.50 for 25 ounces. I want to figure out the unit rate, so that's how much per 1 ounce. Okay? So now, to get from 25 to 1, it's decreasing, so I'm dividing by 25. So I'm going to divide this by 25. So when I go ahead and divide 450 by 25, let me just do this off to the side. So 4.50 divided by 25. I'm going to go ahead and get an answer of 18 cents. So that means I'm paying 18 cents per 1 ounce. Okay? So in this case, which one would you rather buy? Assuming everything is the same and they basically taste the same. So I'm going to go ahead and go with brand B because I'm getting at least I'm getting the cost for 6 cents less. This costs 24 cents, this costs 18 cents. So I'm paying 6 cents less. So I will go with brand B. Let's try one more. Let's say I'm going shopping somewhere, okay? I'm going to call this the Eagles store, the Bears store, and then let's call this the Tigers, right? So I go to the Eagles store and I'm paying $25 for 2 shirts. I'm going to the Bears store, I'm paying $45 for 4 shirts. And then at the Tigers store, I'm paying $30 for 3 shirts. I want to figure out which one is the better buy. So I'm going to use either cross product or I'm going to use equivalent ratios in order to solve this. It seems like with these numbers, equivalent ratios would be the best option. So for 1 shirt, and 1 shirt. So now, to get from 2 to 1, I take 2 and I divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 25 divided by 2 is going to give me $12.50. So at the Eagles store, I'm paying $12.50 for 1 shirt. I'm going to go ahead and divide by 4 and divide by 4. So 45 divided by 4 is going to give me $11.25 for 1 shirt. So far, I'm going to go to the Bears store. Lastly, I have 3. I'm going to divide by 3 and divide by 3 in order to get my unit rate. So 30 divided by 3 is going to be $10. So over here, I'm paying $10 per shirt. So where am I going to shop? I'm going to shop at the Tiger store. Okay? So when you're going to Best Buy, when you're going to the grocery store, and you're comparing different items, what you need to do is try to figure out what is the price per unit. If you're looking at rice and they're different sizes and different costs, and you want to figure out which one will give you the better buy, the unit rate is the way to go in order to figure this out.